I'm Selby Edwards. I'm a 24-year-old Austinite and I've been riding for about a year and a half. Here's what you should know and do before getting yourself into riding motorcycles.
Gear. There's an old saying in the motorcycle community, ATGAT. ATGAT stands for all the gear, all the time.
Helmet, gloves, jacket, and boots. Closed-toe shoes that go above your ankles are also okay. All of these things are vital. Without any of these things, riding is without a doubt inherently more dangerous.
The best part about gear is, like clothing, there are styles for everybody.
After you've picked out your favorite gear, it's time to get yourself a motorcycle. Before you jump into getting a 1000cc sport bike, you should really think about a couple of things. The first is what you are capable of handling. If you weigh 110 pounds and are only 5'1", it might not be a good idea to initially buy a Harley Road King. Instead, get a bike that is more comfortable or ergonomic for you to handle, has less power, and is easier for you to handle for your size and ability. After you get the hang of things, upgrading is always an option. However, when you first start riding, it is always wise to take things slowly and not only teach yourself the fundamentals, but also get used to them.
Now that you have your motorcycle, let's move on to make sure it's safe for you to ride.
Always check your tire pressure before riding. This ensures that your tires are safe. Like tires on a car, different tires use different PSIs, so make sure to check your motorcycle user manual for that information. Next, check your turning signals and brake light. Things that don't operate correctly can cost you majorly. Also, always check your front brake and rear brake. Those are the only things stopping you from moving. Finally, check under your motorcycle for any sort of oil or gas leaks. Alright, so now you've gotten yourself a bike, checked it for safety, and put all your gear on, let's get out on the road. When learning how to operate a motorcycle on the streets, take everything slow. Personally speaking, I went from small neighborhood streets to small city streets to big city streets to the highway. After you've gotten yourself acquainted with how your bike operates, there are some things you need to keep in mind about the road. Pretty much anything that is not solid asphalt is considered a hazard. It should be avoided at all times. This includes loose gravel, leaves, road debris, sand, large rocks, etc., things like that. Extra care should be taken during inclement weathers, such as heavy rain and freezing conditions. Black ice and slick roads pose additional hazards that must be taken into consideration. When riding, it is absolutely necessary to follow every traffic law in the book. Doing so also ensures your absolute safety. Checking your mirrors and blind spots is also a must. All you have to do is the same things you do in a car, but with way more situational awareness. The last thing to be considered is that alcohol and riding do not mix. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration states that 43% of all rider fatalities were alcohol related. In short, riding is a fantastic and amazing hobby, but it is inherently dangerous. You can mitigate these risks by following the tips we discussed here and practicing the things that you need to do to be a good rider. Personally speaking, I love riding. It is by far one of the best hobbies I have ever gotten into. Risks can be major if you allow them to be major. As a rider, it is your responsibility to maintain your own safety. Other drivers will always pose the biggest threat to you as a rider, but at the end of the day, it is up to you to ensure your own safety. I hope you enjoy riding as much as I do. It truly is an amazing thing to do in your life. Just make sure you are safe and have a good time.